Well, as of now, I feel like I'm between the disillusionment and rejuvenation stage. And during this stage, I'm just really excited about all of the new ideas that I'm bringing into my classroom. But at the same time, I'm very excited about moving out of this phase and more so into the reflection phase, just to see how these new things and, you know, all of these changes, how they will affect my students and their learning, and how I will apply that for the future.
Okay. I think I am in between survival and disillusionment still. And as we were talking, I think it's because I kind of have my eyes too close to the ground, and I'm like looking at the day-to-day struggles and not realizing the bigger picture, and not kind of looking at the overall end goal that I want my students to be at, and what kind of things that I can have them carry through with them beyond school and also just for the ERCT. And I think that thinking about that will help me get out of the survival and get out of thinking of like the struggles for like, every single day, and getting out of that will kind of just help me not break down after one kid acts up, and just kind of like take a step back.
Yeah, so Sanika and I talked, and I'm definitely in between survival and disillusionment right now. I think that's because I'm still very overwhelmed with what's expected of me, because honestly, some days I don't really know what is expected of me. So as my kids say, I feel like I'm always doing the most, but I feel like my co-teachers would say, wow, Schultz is definitely in the rejuvenation and reflection phase, but me, I don't feel that way. So I definitely want to work myself up to, as Sanika was saying, realizing that it's not day to day. I shouldn't see my job as that. I should see my job as a bigger picture, and that I want my kids to be able to do this and attain this, and this is how we're going to do it, instead of thinking, today's Monday, how am I going to get through that? So although I am in survival and disillusionment, I can definitely see myself pulling myself out of it. It's just that little funk I'm in.
Alright, I'm definitely in disillusionment, but on the upswing of that little bowl, heading toward rejuvenation. And it's nice, and I think part of it too is because of my EOCT course, I can see a light at the end of the tunnel, because that honestly is a light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, I'm really nervous about it, but it'll be nice to get a break, because I feel like I've been running a lot and not hitting the goals that I wanted to, but I have to keep moving, otherwise we're never gonna get there. So I'm definitely in between there, but one of my biggest concerns is definitely just using that as a goal and losing sight of everything else besides just content.
Right. I'm definitely in the disillusionment section, just because the sheer amount of work that I have to do. It's not the survival mode anymore, but just all that I have to do is really just weighing on me, and all of that. But I definitely see the light at the end of the disillusionment tunnel. I see going up to rejuvenation, just because I'm excited about what we're doing this semester, and I can see the improvement we're making, so it's getting there, but not quite there yet.
So I'm going to go with a 3 combo. I'm going to do survival, disillusionment, and rejuvenation. Survival, because I still don't feel like I've got my, I'm on top of my game in terms of, unit and lesson planning. But rejuvenation in the sense that I see, my improvement from before, where, I can look up sometimes and be I could actually plan something out, in advance, and I think that just at least rejuvenates me mentally for 5 minutes. And then disillusionment, it's just, I feel like sometimes there is no light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like I'm kind of just it's getting monotonous, and I can tell when it's getting monotonous with my kids, and I don't necessarily always know how to fix that, so.
I'm on the rejuvenation and reflection stage, but what I'm grappling with now is how to apply those reflections into my classroom. So while I'm seeing what I did wrong, I need to figure out how to fix them and do that in my class every day.
So I think I'm also on the upswing from disillusionment to rejuvenation, with definitely days sprinkled in there of survival. But I'm definitely optimistic after coming back from break and kind of having a new environment, new school for us to be at and our students to be at. It's definitely made me feel more energetic. I think my greatest worry is not focusing enough on my students going forward. I have a lot of seniors, and I want to make sure that they understand how to make it in the world and different skills that they need, and making sure they're not just focusing on math but also life skills. So I want to make sure I take that into this semester.
I would say that I'm definitely in survival mode with like sprinkles of rejuvenation and reflection. I feel like I kind of slipped into disillusionment for like a day and snapped out of it because I really did realize that the amount of work and things that were put on me were literally impossible. Like nobody could do all the things that they're saying. And I think like coming to terms with that and coming to terms with the fact that that was never going to be like a thing that anyone could do really made me feel a lot better about it. So I would like pretty much equate my survival to like hibernation. Like I'm still getting ready for the worst to come. But I can definitely see, I wouldn't say I don't see the rejuvenation coming anytime soon, but I'm hoping that once all the stuff on the plate gets a little bit pushed aside that things will get better.
I would say that I am beginning the rejuvenation phase, which is kind of exciting because it looks sort of upwards. But I definitely have like days and periods and times when I feel like I'm in survival mode or feel like I'm in disillusionment. I wouldn't say it's like straight upwards path. And one thing I'm also a little afraid of is that maybe as I start all these new classes and stuff, I'm actually like right here starting it all over again. So we'll see. I'll let you all know next month. But right now I feel like I'm starting the rejuvenation phase.